it's really starting to feel more and more official. Hello everybody, welcome back to your girl's channel. So I wanted to start this short series here on my channel called Weylie Moves to Los Angeles to document my journey of moving to LA from San Francisco. About a week and a half ago, Wa and I announced on Weylie TV about our move, why we're moving, when we're moving, and the moving plans, I guess. So I'll link that video right over here so you guys can check that out. That way I'm not repeating information for those of you who have seen that video already. When we first posted that video, a lot of you were like, please do moving vlogs, and of course we are. So make sure to subscribe to Weylie TV if you guys want to stay updated on all the little details. But here on my channel for this short series, Weylie Moves to Los Angeles, I wanted it to be more about giving you guys my tips on moving. If you're new to apartment hunting, there are quite a few websites that you can go on to find apartment listings. A few that I like is Trulia.com, Redfin.com, Apartment Finders, Hotpads, Apartments.com, and also Craigslist. With Craigslist, you have to use your better judgment because there are a lot of scammers, so girl, be careful. If you are doing a local move, you can also check out your local newspaper for listings. There are lots of resources, you just gotta go out there and keep your options open and really look hard. I like to make a list of the places that I'm interested in, and once you have that down, go ahead and send them an email or give them a call to schedule a tour. Hi, yeah, I was just calling to schedule a tour for next week.
Sure, which day and time? Do you want to do 10 a.m.?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, I have you down.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, bye.
Bye. For this trip, we went between October 18th and October 21st, so it was just a short, I believe, 4 days, 3 nights. We decided to make a road trip down to Southern California because we live here in Northern California, and it's only a little bit under 400 miles. It's not terribly far, but it is a long drive, which actually, I feel like road trips are really fun. So if you can road trip, I would definitely recommend it. We got to LA around 2 p.m. on the 18th, and I scheduled an appointment at 3:30 to take a look at apartments because I did not want to waste any time. I knew our time was limited, and I had about 4 places I wanted to check out. So the first place I looked at is a 2-story loft, which I was super excited about because my best friend Sophie lives in the same building. And I mean, honestly, what's better than living in the same building as your best friend? One thing I learned about apartment hunting over the years is that you will never find the perfect rental unless you are purchasing a home and you can renovate it and make it exactly what you want. Chances are you're not going to get every single thing on your wish list. Just keep your options open and know that you're not going to get the perfect unit, but you can get close to it if you look hard enough. So my first impression when I walked into this loft is that the ceilings are high. But I get to the kitchen and I'm like, no! The kitchen, as you can see, is just a small little hallway. Not a lot of light gets into the kitchen because it is tucked in, but I told myself to just keep my options open because at least everything else about the loft is feeling good so far. So I continue to make my way around the loft. I thought it was pretty cool that it is like a circle, so you can make a full circle around the first floor of the apartment. It had large closets, I really liked that, and it also had a pretty large bathroom. It doesn't feel big because the bathroom is like a long shape versus like a big rectangle, but overall it's quite a lot of space. I get my shower, my toilet, my sink, and I also have washer and dryer in there, which was a plus. Anyways, I make my way upstairs. I was super excited for this part because I really wanted a open concept 2-story type of loft, and this one had it. I was really excited until I saw the carpet. I don't like carpet. Overall, I was pretty happy with the unit. I kept it in the back of my mind. I wasn't rushing to sign the lease right then and there because my experience with finding apartments is that chances are the unit is not going to get snatched off the market right away. Check out other places first, but just let the leasing agent know that I am interested in this, and if someone does put an application, can you please let me know? Homegirl was really not trying to waste any time because I took another tour that day, although we were pretty tired after the 7-hour drive. This one I was pretty happy about. Out of all the listings that I looked at, this one had brick walls. Yes, girl. It was really, really beautiful. The unit itself was about 1,000 square feet, I believe. It was huge. It had a white kitchen. I love a white kitchen, and it's just a very, very open space. It's not 2 stories. It is just 1 story all across. I really like the bathroom. The bathroom was very, very Vegas bathroom, like something you would find in Caesar's Palace or something. It was very bougie, had marble everywhere. I did like it, but I feel like after time I would probably hate it because it was just really, really like grand. This particular unit had a lot of natural light, and sunlight makes me happy. That's all the apartments I toured for that day because it was already approaching around 6 o'clock, and that's when the offices closed. So that's a wrap to the first day. On the second day of apartment hunting, I scheduled a tour with this building that I knew I didn't really love, but I wanted to keep my options open and just have a backup. Which leads me to another tip for you guys. Like I said in the beginning, you want to keep your options open. And one thing about keeping your options open is that you might not be able to be in your ideal location. This place was not in my ideal location, but I wanted to check it out anyways because it had most of the stuff that I wanted and the price was right. It was really pretty though. The lady took us into one of the model units that was furnished, and I loved the way they furnished it. It was so cute. The kitchen was beautiful. It didn't get really good lighting because the ceilings are lower at this place and the windows are smaller. But overall, I really liked the vibe of it. It was really, really cozy. The bathrooms were beautiful. I loved, loved, loved the finishes. It just has more of a traditional vibe to it where there's like an actual door to the bedrooms versus the other places I've checked out, which was more of an open concept. So our trip is quickly coming to an end. We have about 2 more days left and it's time to make a decision. But before I made my decision, I wanted to check out one more place. I personally think that it's important to at least check out 3 places before you make a final decision because 3 just seems like, you know, a right amount. Going into this one, I wasn't super duper excited because this one was the most expensive out of all of them, but I wanted to check it out anyways. And turns out I found a very perfect unit. I absolutely loved it. It was so pretty. I liked it so much that I forgot to even bring out my camera because I got that excited. That unit was already taken and I don't understand why he brought me to it to tease me like that. But he did have the exact same floor plan just on a different floor that was available, so I was able to record that one to show you guys the layout at least. This one is 4 stories down from the one that I saw and it's just a lot darker. It did not have a view, which unfortunately didn't work out in the end because I need a space that is nice and bright because I'm home all the time, and just being somewhere where it's surrounded by buildings next door will make me feel very claustrophobic and, you know, a little sad because it's not getting a lot of natural sunlight. Okay, I had to kick that one off my list. Here we are on the last day of this trip and it's time to make a final decision, which I have actually made my final decision last night. I just had to go sign the papers today. So if you're new to apartment hunting, I guess I can kind of give you a little overview of what to expect when you apply for a building. It's obviously different amongst like every building because they have different policies, and if you're renting from the homeowner itself, they might have a different type of policy. So anyways, but in general, usually they do a credit check. Most places I heard look for credit scores above 630, and after that they need your bank statement or your pay stub just to have a proof of income to make sure that you're not going to just not be able to pay rent. And then you also have to apply for the place. Usually you can do it online and they usually charge anywhere between $20 to $50 from what I've seen. So yeah, that's like a general rundown of it, but I know some places don't do as much of a background check and what they expect is just like 2 months rent as the deposit, and that's that. But yeah, that's kind of like the general process that we had to go through this time. But anyways, as far as which one I chose, I think you guys probably have an idea by now. If you follow me on Instagram, then I already spilled the beans because I got really excited. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you will know that I went with the 2-story loft. Yay! All the units were beautiful and it was really hard to choose, but in the end I chose the 2-story loft because it had most of the stuff on my wish list. So this concludes episode 1 of Weylie Moves to Los Angeles. Hopefully this series is going to be helpful for any of you that are looking to move or you're currently moving. I don't know. If you are, congratulations. I hope you have a wonderful time at your new place. And yeah, that will be all for this video for now, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!